Guy, and today we're going to be taking an inside... Hey, I'm CNET's light bulb guy, and today we're going to be taking an inside look at how different kinds of light bulbs actually operate. What do I mean by inside look? Up first, this incandescent light bulb that I just obliterated. It's the classic light bulb of Thomas Edison, and it works by way of a tungsten filament inside of the bulb. Now, tungsten is a very dense, robust chemical element, and when electricity passes through it, it gets really hot and really bright, putting out the light that you get from a light bulb. The problem there is that a lot of that electrical energy gets released as heat, not light. The tungsten filament can handle it because it's so robust, but it doesn't make for a terribly efficient process. And that brings us right to our next bulb, the halogen. Now, halogens are basically just the same thing as incandescents, but they have an extra trick inside to help bump the efficiency up. Let's take a closer look. Now, see the filament? It's enclosed in this little chamber, or at least it was before I smashed it. There we go. It's enclosed in this little chamber that's filled with gas, usually bromine or iodine. That gas helps to recycle the burnt-off tungsten back onto the filament and then extend the lifespan and help it put out more light using less energy. Now, if you want something even more efficient, you might consider a compact fluorescent light bulb like this one here. Now, compact fluorescents are filled with a mix of kind of harmful fluorescent gases that you don't want to inhale, so forgive me for taking a little bit of extra precautions here. Now, they work because the electricity coming in excites mercury vapor inside of the bulb, and that in turn emits light. That process, called fluorescence, is what makes CFLs more efficient than incandescents or halogens. But enough talk, let's smash this damn thing. Now, CFL bulbs are never see-through because they come with a special phosphorescent coating on the inside of the bulb. That white powder you see is basically the same stuff. It's a mix of rare earth metals. It aids in the fluorescent process and helps the bulb emit the right amount of light. When you clean it up, you're going to want to sweep everything you can into a sealable container like this one, and then ideally drop that off at your local recycling or waste management center. And don't use a vacuum. You want to sweep as much as you can up by hand first, and then vacuum if you have to. That way you avoid kicking things up into the air unnecessarily. Now, if all of this seems like way too much of a hassle for you, then consider an LED bulb like this one. It's a much more efficient option than that CFL, and it doesn't contain any mercury either. Now, LEDs are usually made out of plastic and thus a little more durable than other kinds of bulbs, but fortunately for us, we've got one here that's made out of glass. Now, LED stands for light emitting diode, and the diodes in question are these little yellow guys inside the bulb right here. They're actually little junctions with two nodes. When electricity passes through, it jumps from one node to the other, and that releases light in a process called electroluminescence. It's dramatically more efficient than the bulbs of Thomas Edison, and though it costs a lot more up front, it'll save you a lot over the long run. Well, thanks for watching us smash some light bulbs. Hope you learned something. For more about light bulbs, including our LED reviews and even a handy buying guide, check us out at cnet.com/smart-home.